All right, it says we're live. How's
Oh,
everybody doing
good,
out
good.
there?
Hi, Kyle.
Hi, Kyle. You're having a heat wave in Florida, huh?
Yeah, folks, make sure you hit the like button. Help out Will.
Better turn my phone down
Phone.
so I have
Yeah,
feedback.
yeah. Now, I do have to warn Florida be careful of tornadoes and hurricanes because that cold front is hitting that warm front of Florida. So, when you have warm air and cold air hitting, guess what's in the between?
Tornadoes.
Yeah, hit the wrong button. Okay. Um, Also, I was watching a couple of new channels, and one of the channels I think was Disable and Prepping. It was kind of cracked me up. She was asking the question was, what's the difference between a survivalist and a prepper? And I keep laughing about that.
Really nothing.
No,
Absolutely nothing, really.
well, there's fine points to between the two, but it's like I get uh, uh, people ask me that question for all the time, and I keep telling people there's hardly no difference, but there's
Hey,
fine.
Matt. How you doing, my friend?
Hi, Matt. Long time no see.
I tried to call you the other day. Did you get the message?
And Matt's typing. He said, "Hi, Kyle." Okay. How's the weather over there, Will?
Oh, it's colder than a billy goat's behind.
Yeah, you got a what you call Arctic
What?
blast or Arctic what you call insertion, and everybody's right now is well. There's Michael. Hi, Michael. Um, Everybody's worried that we might have a freeze of Hudson Bay, and nobody wants that.
All right, no hurry, Matt. I just got your message and I was just calling back to make sure everything's okay. I hadn't heard from you for a while, so I just wanted to make sure you're okay. Hey, Ron, how you doing, my friend?
Hey, Ron.
Michael? Yeah, that snapshot. I took a snapshot for the thumbnail of this live stream this morning. That's my uh, the snapshot of my area this morning. -8.
Ron, you're in Ohio. How cold is it up there? Let Ron type it out. So he said all good so far, but uh, back to you know, a lot of people ask me questions on bug out bags and stuff, and I look at them like, okay, don't put it on the floor. You could tell between a prepper and a survivalist. You never put your bug out bag on the floor for two reasons. I can't see good and I always trip over it. Second reason, if you have any kind of flooding, and Will, I told you about this. My house got flooded. Not this house, but another one. And I have 12 feet of water. So everything has to be, you know, you
Yeah.
don't you don't want it on the ground, including 22 in Cleveland.
Are
Ron
you
says.
having a heat wave? All right.
Matt says 12 degrees in Virginia. Yeah, 88 degrees is not considered cold. It's kind of comfortable.
Uncle Al and I were talking before the stream started about Bitcoin. Anybody out there play with Bitcoin? Maybe Matt kind of explain to me how that works. I'm trying to think about dabbling into there. You dabble with it, Matt?
And Matt
Brother
said,
is in Texas.
"Yep, yeah. See West S channel. He got snowed.
He got an ice storm.
Oh yeah, New Mexico, where Reed is.
You don't
Imagination.
trust Bitcoin.
Now, because Bitcoin, you have to be very careful. You have to have a lot of math to do it.
What if you just kind of did it a little at a time?
You can, but you need, like I said, you have to set it up properly, and you need a wallet so it's not floating around. It's like throwing money in your front yard.
Because, if all hell breaks loose, SHTF, serious SHTF, paper money's not going to be worth crap.
True. But if you don't have a wallet and it's wandering out there, anybody could come by and pick up your money in the what you might call digital world. So you have to have a wallet to secure it. And then you use the wallet to pay things off. Now, my friend, he's doing another live stream. I forget. Shoot. Right now.
Steve?
No. I don't want to say his last name because he lives in Bakersfield, and right now he's using an alias. David is wandering around the world, and he always used Bitcoin wallet or Ethereum. That way he could pay directly to anybody, grocery stores, banks, hotels, whatever, and he doesn't get taxed because he uses the Bitcoin wallet. So he cuts out the middleman. He cuts out the government. So he never uses currency. He uses
That way the
Bitcoin.
government don't know where his money's coming from.
No, they can't tax it. Every time you make a transaction, they have to take a portion out of it. Yep, that's going to get worse. Biden and the gun control idiots met this morning for breakfast, and they're all laughing after breakfast. And I think something's coming down the pipeline that's really bad, folks.
They don't seem to get it. We need our guns. The criminals are going to get guns no matter what.
Oh, Ron had a good answer for. You can put that up if you want. Ron says the survivalist you could drop anywhere with nothing, and he'll live off the land and get back home. A prepper will take everything with them and get out of town. I thought that was funny. Yeah, because of Southern Ohio prepping Dave. Dave was talking about because of contracts with the military. The military is kind of short on guns and ammo because they were fighting all the time since, and that's why Trump was trying to pull back so to give him a little leeway so we could build up our stocks. Right now, if we go to war with anybody, we're about 2 years behind in material goods. And a lot of people don't understand that. It's like Bitcoin, but we have to count every round we use, every missile we use.
Well, that's like me, or most people that like me that have pistols or rifles. You have two different kinds of ammo that you use. You got practice ammo, and then you've got the real thing.
Well, practice is over. Everybody's right now. If I figure this out right, like the 22 shortage for a while, it's going to take about 5 years. So whatever you got, put it away. Start using air rifles and air pistols to practice.
Sorry for eating in front of you guys, but I'm on a diet, and this food tastes good when I get it.
Yeah. No problem, Will. I always eat in front of the mic. TV. Instant move bang.
Yeah, I've lost, I don't know, about 30 pounds now.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that always cracks me up. People says, and my bug out bag got all soggy and wet. And I'm looking at them like, you could tell a beginner from a old time prepper or old time survivalist. Our bags don't get soggy. Isn't that hilarious?
How
Well,
you learn with experience.
yeah. It's like I tell anybody who's starting out, I would throw your bug out bag into the pool. If it sinks down, we wait a while and pull it out. If it's soggy, you made a big mistake because it's supposed to be waterproof.
Yeah, you go looking for my bag, you'll never find it laying around on the floor.
Right. But is it waterproof?
Probably I sprayed the damn thing with that uh,
That's
waterproofing.
that's water resistant. That we talked about on a different subject. Well, no, waterproof. If you take your bug out bag and threw it into a swimming pool, let it sink down, we wait about 30 minutes and pull it back up, would all your stuff be dry inside?
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
See, a lot of people don't put in like my bug out bags, my serious ones. I got them in a plastic sealed container. So if I fall into a river or a
All
lake
right,
or
Matt. Thanks for coming by. I look forward to that
thank-
call, Matt. Don't forget.
yeah, catch you later,
Been a while
Matt.
since we talked, brother.
Even my go bags, everything's in plastic. So if I get a dunk into a river or a stream or stuff, I don't have a soggy mess. And this one lady, she had an incident at her house and it flooded 2 inches. Her go bag or bug out bag was totally useless. It was soaked. All her clothes were soaked. All her supplies were soaked. All the 2 inches of water does a lot of damage to
Oh
electrical
yeah.
gear. So I tell a lot of people make sure it's in a plastic. They have watertight bags that you can put in your backpack that you can stuff stuff. Because I used to go camping a lot, and that's the first thing I always do. Hubbles cat. Oh, 1 second.
Okay.
And I got an alarm going off.
Hey, GM. How you doing, Kevin? Good to see you, my brother. Is it still cold up there where you're at? Don't go out there and build anything in this cold weather. If you guys don't know about GM Survival, you should get over there and check him out. Gavin's a young guy, and he really got his stuff together. He knows what's going on. He's got some really interesting videos over there.
Sorry about that. I have alarms
You gotta
rigged up all
take
over
care of
the.
those alarms.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Galvin's here. Now we have a
Yep.
live stream.
Yeah, we got a live stream now. We got that young man here.
Yeah. And if anybody hasn't seen his cooking video, please check it out. He's cooking in the snow. We have 8 watching. Please hit the like button, folks.
We'll have more as soon as Steve gets done.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, we're only in 15 minutes, so we got plenty of time, folks. Big thing with waterproofing your stuff inside your go bag or bug out bag is if you fall in water, and if it's not waterproof or water resistant, like me and Will talked before, you're going to be in a world of hurt because your supplies will be ruined. Your gear, if it's electronic, will be ruined. Your clothes will be soaking wet. and you have to stop, dry everything out, and salvage what you can.
They call that water resistant, that spray stuff.
Yeah,
But I
it's not
actually,
waterproof. It's water resistant.
it can be waterproof if you give it 2 or 3 coats, and that's what I do to my bag.
Yeah,
Is
but
I'll spray it, really saturate it, and then I'll hang it up and let it dry, and then I'll saturate it again. Uh,
right.
and it pretty much takes care of it. It can get pretty wet before it starts getting the
Seeping
stuff
in.
inside
Yeah.
wet.
But we're talking about total dunking. Like it falls into the swimming pool and it's on the bottom. That's not waterproof. That's water resistant. That keeps the water from getting into the bag. If it's in the pool, the whole bag's full of water. So yeah. And Trent's here from Farming TV. Long time no see, Trent.
Hey Trent, how you doing?
And we have
I've been
K24
coming and
in.
watching you. You don't know it, but I usually pop in there every day and watch you a little bit. Get your thumbs up for you. Always around you there, friend.
Yeah. And we got K24. I think that is. K24, new person, probably a gamer.
My son, his mom bought him one of those new games that you put on that you wear here. It's called the Oculus.
Right.
You put it on your head and it's in front of you, and then you get these 2 controllers that you hold in your hand. Well, when you look through the vision thing, the controllers are your hands. Just shows pictures of 2 hands in there. And he let me play it the other day. It was pretty unreal.
Right.
It seems
Like
like
it,
you're in a room. It just seems that you're there.
right. I see the Oculus system was developed for the Bolo system. Bolo was supposed to be an unmanned automated tank system, and they would have the driver like a drone, but you sit in a safe 100 miles away in a little cubicle, and you wear that, and you, as the automated tank, is now like a robot, and you guide the tank to blow up anything you want, or ram the tank into something and blow up, or do that. And the driver will just take off the goggles and go home and have dinner with his family. Nobody gets hurt, and they're still they got a few bugs up with it too, because on the ground, if you lose contact, the bullet will kill anything in sight.
Yeah, one of the things you would put me in there as as in a 3D room, and you have to run through this room and grab things as you're going, and everything's moving really fast around you. So you got to
Right,
be thinking.
right. That's part of the Bolo system. It's AI counter reactive, so it works on the battlefield. But the bad thing is, if the operator lose control of the Bolo, Bolo can't tell if, oh, that's the Marines and that's the bad guys. We'll shoot everybody. You have to have operator control. That scares the hell out of me. It's like Terminator. Yes, kill all humans, kill all machines, kill everything. Arnold.
Broke loader came in. How you doing?
Hey, Brook Loader.
K24. I'm not sure. You must be with Trent, but you're more than welcome to be here. Thanks for coming in. Have any of you guys played with that new Oculus? Trent, or maybe the K24, maybe Broke Loader.
He says, no, sir, not gaming, not sure to get entered here. Okay. But like I said, folks, certain things you can tell between a survivalist and a prepper. Survivalists never put food in cardboard boxes and on the floor. Never do that. Only things on the floor are steel drums or plastic 5-gallon buckets. Because we learned the hard way, right? Well,
Yep.
have mouse live in there. Mouse look up, oh, thank you for free food. Cardboard box, not a problem. Drill a hole through the cardboard box and into your supplies. Also, if you have water damage, like this one person I was talking to, cardboard soaks up water and all your supplies inside goes bad. So remember, folks, steel drums if you're serious, or 5 gallon buckets or 2 gallon buckets.
5 gallon buckets, or even those plastic totes.
Right.
Those are good as well.
But on
Or
the
if you're gonna be brain dead, you could always use plastic bags.
right. But plastic bags and totes, you got to be careful. Plastic bags, you got to get the heavy duty kind, not the flimsy kind, that you could use a sealer on your
Yep.
food saver to seal it up tight. The totes, there's, I think, 6 different types. The light, clear plastic ones. I hate those because they always break down. I do like Liberty Garden, get the big black totes from Costco or Walmart, with the yellow lid, the heavy duty
Yep.
type.
Well,
Yeah.
that's it. The color of them will tell you what how good the ply is.
Right. It'll have a number on the bottom because those clear plastic totes, if you put them outside in this hot sunlight, they deteriorate within 6 months and they fall apart. That's all you need. You're carrying a big, heavy loads of cans, and guess what fell through the bottom?
Yep. You can get the totes that are a solid color, like excuse me, a solid green or a black one, and anything the sun won't go through.
Right.
Because if the sun goes through it, it'll break down the plastic.
Right. The worst ones are from clear, blue, green, and then finally black. Black is the best. That's the thick, heavy gauge one because they got density, how thick they are. And black is the thickest, next followed by the green, and then finally blue, and then clear. Clear is the thinnest. You can see your hand through it.
The buckets, you want to try to get the buckets that have a screw on top where you can
Gamma
take
seals.
the lid and screw it on.
Those are called gamma
They're
seals.
called gamma seals. Yep. Or if you can't get those, make sure that you get the kind that snap on. And you have to make sure that you get that special wrench that will snap it on and snap it off.
Right. If anybody's seen the Hubble's Cat's video on that kind of cracked me up. He checked his 5-year nuclear.
Yeah, his last one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching that.
Yeah. How long have I been promoting that orange wrench for years? A long time.
Years, but it works.
I know, but nobody ever listens to me. They're like, we sealed all these stuff with mallets. We can't open it.
Yeah.
And I keep cracking up.
Like I was promoting, in that video of mine yesterday or the day before. If you can't get those kind, make sure that you're duct taping them shut,
Right.
At least you can seal it and get it open again.
Right. Or you have a crowbar. That's the only other way you can pop those things off. Hi, Kaylin.
Hey, Kaylin. We both saw you at the same time. Welcome. How is it in Iowa? Is it still colder than a billy goat? You don't have the orange bucket wrench?
She has a green one. Dave's here.
Oh, shoot. Now we really have a live stream. How you doing, Dave? Anybody don't know Dave? He's Southern Ohio prepping. Get over there and check him out.
Yeah, I'm sub to him.
Hit that red button on his site.
Oh, you know what cracks me up? I've been watching a lot of prepper channels and a lot of survivalist channels. And the worst thing they don't have, I keep telling them, make sure you have one of Swiss Army knives. Okay? But what cracks me up, if I can find it, never get old, can't see anything. Ah, shoot. There. Hubble's cat, he got all those canned foods, but guess what he forget? He forgot to get a can opener. That's why I always have one of these. So, folks, if you're storing canned foods away, and if it's not a pop top, make sure you have a can opener.
I got a can opener. It's called my pocket knife.
Yeah, and then if you accidentally slip and slice open your hand, that's called I got a first aid kit.
All right, I get to practice my first aid.
Right.
Iron Fire Horse, how the heck are you this morning?
Hi, Iron Fire Horse. Now, folks, Japan had an earthquake, so anybody on the west coast, be alert. We might have a tidal wave, but that's for Washington area. Let's see.
Yeah, P-38s, that's it.
Yep.
A few of them. They last a long time, but a few of them don't hurt because they are so small they're easily to get lost.
Well, if your Gerber has the can opener, should work.
Your Gerber would work fine, Kaylin.
Excuse me. Yeah, any good multi-tool should have a can opener to it.
Spit it out.
Yep.
Don't belong to you.
Now, folks, on the masking, yeah, do the double mask and don't worry about it. Right now, a lot of people are freaking out over the red dragon. We can't say the C word on YouTube or you get a disclaimer note. So we're using red dragon. And for people, if you're out like Will is or I am, we're out in the boonies, we don't have to worry about it. People who have to worry about is like LA, New York, any place with high density. That's where it's hitting bad. You know, my area is like my nearest town is Pixley and Hootersville. I'm not kidding. So I'm in the boonies.
I was looking at Steve still rolling hard.
Yep. Oh, on people in the Midwest where from Willis, from Nebraska down to the east, if you haven't picked up your supplies before the winter storms hit, you're screwed. Because I talked to a couple of my friends, they're not moving their trucks. On the roads, you can't go over the Sierras, and the long route's packed. And the long routes is coming down through the south, going through the desert, and they got stopped at either Arizona or New Mexico because it's getting icy and snowy. So nobody wants to haul a cargo in that kind of condition. Because Dave's as a trucker knows what I'm talking about. So you might get food supplies delayed.
My son he works at a Dollar General. He was telling me that some of the trucks aren't coming in on their regular schedule.
Well, that's good. That probably means it's come by a nearby state.
But my girlfriend, she works at Target. She said they're coming no matter what. They're delivery trucks.
Yeah, but like I said, folks, be careful because certain areas I've been talking to other preppers and survivalists, they don't have anything on the shelves right now. It's how far you're away from the main roads and main roads and railroads.
Some of them truckers are diehards.
Yeah, but Dave knows it. I know it.
Tibor, how you doing, my friend?
Tibor's here. Hi, Tibor. we all know it. When snow and rain hits and it's really bad, you don't want to take your rig out there.
Yeah, some of them won't, but there's
And
a
then you
lot
see
of
them,
them that will do it no matter what for the dollars.
right? And then you see them on the 10 o'clock news. Trucker killed after 30 feet embankment fails and
Yeah,
goes off with a full load. You
yeah,
know,
I saw one of those on the news this morning, the local news.
yep. And I think it's Jim. Yeah, Jim's here.
Hey, Jim, good to see you. What's up? It's a good morning for the neighborhood. Cold,
Yeah,
cold.
yep.
Good
And
day to
we
stay
have
in.
12 watching. Please hit the thumbs up.
No load worth your life. Yeah, I have a good buddy that drives out of Denver. Denver's about 4 hours from my house, and I have a good friend that Denver's his home turf, and when it gets like this, he just tells his boss he's not going out there.
Because Denver, you're coming down to where you're at. Going up's the scary part.
Yeah, he drives from Denver to the East Coast, so he just tells him no. I'll wait till it thaws out a little bit.
Yeah.
Those new trucks, they're all automatics. They won't go in this kind of stuff.
You at least need minimum an 18 gear truck to go through this grid.
Not only that, they got those new fangled kids driving them,
Yeah.
and they have no gonads. They won't do it.
You mean the 6 week wonders from a trucking school?
Yeah,
Lord, that scares me. It's like I'm getting too old. This is why I'm retired and live in nice, quiet suburbia in a nice little quiet home. I did get a new whatchamacallit, raised bed container that my nephew bought for me for my Christmas present. And I still have to set it up. Yeah, it's still snowing where Jim's at. Now
still
we have
got heavy snow. How much
yeah,
snow you got there now? It's supposed to be, well, if you guys look at my thumbnail, the the temperatures along there are for the next 5 days here, so it's not going to be any warmer here.
right. And Dave just mentioned all the gears on on the semi rigs. You got 9, 13, 15, and 18. Oh, yes. We had one that Tesla tested out here, the electric bus. I watched it being towed. Not so good.
And
These are,
Tesla is going to open a factory in South America. I read
yeah,
that the other day.
because it's closer to the rare minerals.
Yep.
So you can make the batteries quicker and faster and doesn't have to say, oh, we don't know why we use child labor and slave labor to make these batteries.
Yeah. Well, I read the whole damn article, and that's what they want. They want the minerals, and they can hire the people at a less dollar amount. I think it was like four
Peso.
dollars, $4 a week.
No, that's 4 pesos a week. That's not much, Will. Ah,
Well, they'll figure the batteries out down there because
yeah.
that's where those minerals are grown or found. And then as soon as they get the batteries put together, they'll ship them up here into the United States, and then they'll build another factory that builds the rest of the car.
We hope, or it's in Mexico.
I think he'll build it in the United States.
We hope. Ah. Yeah, it's still snowing, folks. You have to watch for it. Great Lakes will have the thermal effects, but the big one you have to watch is Hudson Bay. Will Hudson Bay freeze over? If Hudson Bay freeze over, we're going to have 2 more weeks of winter. It goes all the way into March, second week of March. If Hudson Bay freezes, and I'm being keeping a close eye on that. It's still kind of crusty. The edges are free of ice, but the mass in the center is frozen. And that's not good for us. Ready for the summer?
Almost ready. Yep.
Yeah, I hope you guys.
Hey, Rob, how you doing? I didn't see you sneak in there, buddy.
Hey, Rob Painless.
Let
If you
me
see.
see. You talk for a minute. I'll see if I can find that weather map.
Okay. If you've seen Rob's Painless using the saw, it was pretty neat. A lot easier to cut wood that way, too, Rob. So please go check out Rob Painless's channel. Um, let's see. Let me type in hi, Rob. Sorry, folks. 1 second. Another alarm just kicked off. Be right back, folks.
Just keep talking to each other there. I'll be right with you. Getting that classic storm map coming up. See if I get this. I'm almost there, you guys. Try to get it for the U.S. 5-day forecast. Come on. Here's where to go. I have to because I'm trying to pull up the map. Come on, stay with me. That
Okay,
map
I'm back,
not working,
folks.
you guys. Weather radar. Let me. Something wrong with my internet, not letting me pull up that
Could be the Chinese.
Chinese
uh,
taking me over.
no, they just interfere with everybody. Let's see. Kalen says, "Will, are you staticky?" Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she said too. Trying to bring this one map up here. I can see it, but I'm not sure you guys will be able to. There, we'll try that one. Share. Okay. No. Share. There you go. Should be able to see that, right?
Oh yeah, came in clear. See, I'm in the red part, so it's nice and comfortable in Kyle's too.
Looks like it's moving from east to west.
Yep. Or it's more likely west to east
Uh,
because you're going against the what you might call it spin of the earth. So doesn't show the jet stream.
yes, I tried to bring that one up. It wouldn't let me. Try- come on. Try, radar.
You got to put in. I think that one's local.
That is local. Yeah, ain't letting me work it today.
Yeah.
Slow internet. Yeah, the light blue is the jet stream, Rob. I was trying to get it where it would show which way it was moving, east to west or from west to east.
It's always west to east. World spins around west to east.
Depends on the wind.
Kalen's right. Jet streams move west to east. Be interesting if it was reversed. Then we're in the southern hemisphere. Yes, tell those people like Rihanna, uh, Mila Khalifa, and Greta Thunberg. Yeah, it's global warming. Look how much snow's outside.
It looks just nice and bright outside, but it's colder than a billy goat.
True. Yep. A lot of vehicles crashing through ice. Yeah. A lot of people don't understand global warming. If we're serious global warming, we're going to have an ice age because the machine stopped. That's oceanic currents. You pump in too much fresh water into that. Guess where all the warm water goes? It stays in the tropics, and we get cold, fresh water in our
Well,
seawater.
the ice up north shifting and breaking off.
Yeah, but what ice does melts and
It
melts.
melts, yeah, and then
Yeah.
it'll raise the sea level. And
Uh,
that's, I don't blame that on what we do. It's just the way the world shifts its
right.
patterns. So it's going to raise the sea level, and where you live in California, you guys might be raising the price there before you know it.
Oh, I don't have to worry. I know where I'm at. We're above sea level, and I'm not on the coast. I'm way deep in the desert area. So we might have a total environment shift. We might go to green pastures and nice, comfortable weather. Everybody else is freezing their butts off and drowning. Because a lot of people don't realize that Florida used to be underwater or tropical marsh. That means everything was flooded up to the waist of brackish water. And on the ice and melting and stuff, when you add that much water, fresh water into the system, the ocean current slows down. So all the warm water stays in the tropics, and up north where you're at, or where Hudson Bay is, it freezes and we have another ice age. Yeah, Rob's right. Sea level isn't rising. It's just desalinization is the proper word.
Desalinization. Isn't that taking all the salt out?
Yeah. Yeah, Rob. Yeah, Dave's a better expert on this one. Dave needs to do a video on it, so he's going to do a video on it. Because me, I do biblical. It's more fire and ice, and more heat you put in, worse it's get. On the other hand, because when winter rolls around, it's going to get colder and colder, and summers get hotter and hotter until it reaches the point where summer is gone and you only have winter.
But that's long after we're gone.
Nope, only takes about 20 years or less. Because I've seen what you call it, corpses of Macedon with mouthful of daisies, like.
Well, I'll be gone anyway.
Could be.
Okay, hold on. I will. Hold on, Rob. You.
Hi, Vanessa Kitty.
Is that the exploration project then, Rob?
Yeah, only in certain areas. I'm more in favor of Rob and Dave's answers onto this climate situation. Hot house Earth, it has to be two things that.
There's a video on it, Breaking Ice for Science.
Yeah, it has to be two things to create hot house Earth. We're not even close to that. So I go with Rob and Dave's explanations.
That's where I just.
Me, I'm a retired. I'm old country boy kicking back.
Hey,
If it was Syria, I wouldn't be on YouTube. Whoops. Shh, don't tell anybody.
they were saying there's knee spins to it, to the Beaufort Gyre.
Like I said, folks, not only one resource, you always double check. Check all your information, do your research.
There it is. This might be interesting for them.
Yeah. True, Tibor. Look at China and Three Gorges Dam. Boy, that's a big headache. because they was trying to control all the waters in China, so they could really let him have it.
There's Beaufort's gyre, how it works. Is that what you're talking about, Rob? That's basically how they are explaining how it works.
Dave says yes.
Trying to make it so my eyes work. Make it bigger for myself. So it's showing that the higher and pressure clockwise in the winds, the strong winds, the strong clockwise gyre, which is all that white area there in the blue circle, is thick ice. Fresh water and sea ice accumulates in the gyre, less fresh water transported to the North Atlantic. And then over here where it's showing the tornadoes, it's warmer Atlantic waters fuel cyclones that move into the Arctic, bringing heat and moisture that eventually reverts Arctic into warmer, low pressure phases.
Right, that's where we get snow.
And then that red mark coming up towards the tornadoes is warmer waters from the North Atlantic that are currently releasing heat and temper regional climate.
And Rob says yes. Will if when the gyro releases lower temperature releases the lower latitude oceans, it will cause massive cooling effects. Yes, we call that snow. And Kaylin Strange is right. They have suspicious observers on vids on this too.
So it's not man made. It's just the weather start to have a fart system.
Right. Folks, instead of giving it to global warming, give it to Will or me. Send your money instead of global warming, cross that out and send it to Will, JTI Preparedness Info, or Uncle Al, aka Die Bullfrog 79.
Yep.
That way you do a lot better than we're
A
saving
gyro
good.
sandwich. There you go. I want a gyro sandwich.
Yep.
Quit talking food, Vanessa. I'm on a diet. Gosh.
You could have
good.
a vegetable gyro, no meat, all vegetables. Good for you, clean you out. Yeah, Dave has it right. It will create a massive cloud cover and then turn drastically cold snap. Remember the mastodon eating daisies? Yeah, you're going to be like that picking vegetables the next second. They find you in a museum frozen with a bunch of bell peppers.
Sounds good to me, Rob.
Close enough. And we're almost at the top of the hour. We got 6 minutes left. We're going to go a little further, or we're still.
We're going to go about, let's see. Get my eyes focused back into the small side. Getting your cataracts fixed isn't always a good thing, folks.
No, you got to get the fine tuning.
Yes.
I still got another surgery for that.
Yeah, a few more minutes. Go a few more minutes.
Dave says Rob is correct.
Oh, darn. Isn't that terrible? Rob, you're being correct so many times in a row.
Like I said, I stick to survivalism. It's a lot easier. Cold, snow, hurricane, JB, Democrats. I don't care. I'll survive
Uh,
everything.
I just go and look out the window, and if it's cold, I put on a coat.
That's all right, Iron Horse. I haven't smoked away. I used to be a smoker, but I had to quit. Coughing up blood, that's not a good sign, folks.
No, that's what my brother did, and he ended up dying from cancer.
Yeah,
I quit
Lasix
smoking,
surgery.
I don't know, about 10 or 12 years ago, and I still crave one every once in a while. It gets tiring now. I hear you.
I agree, man.
Hey, Gray Man, how you doing, my friend? How's the weather in Minnesota?
I think he's traveling.
He's traveling?
He said hotel room.
Uh-oh. A hotel room. A fat ribeye.
Yeah, on Lasix surgery, you might have to get multiple treatments because the laser have to recorrect what is grown over, and then it has to burn that out, reset it, and cut it. So, like I said, I have to get surgery myself a third time.
Yeah, I got all mine done. I had to go in there and spend an extra amount of time.
That means you got to get corrective surgery later on after you heal up. Which eye?
I don't have to have any more surgery. All I have to do now is go to an optometrist and just get a small prescription for the blurriness.
You got to wear glasses.
Yeah, with just a small prescription on them.
That's cool. If it's not too serious, you could go like one of the big box eyeglass place, and you can get it for like two for $100 or two for
Yeah,
35.
that's what the doctor told me that did my cataracts. He said I need such a small prescription that I can get it done at one of those cheap stores.
Right. But get two lenses. Folks, if you're a survivalist, you always have to have, where is it? Two pairs of glasses. Because if you one breaks, you need the other one.
Your wife had a minor stroke, T4? Is that recent? If so, I really have to say a prayer for you.
Yeah, if you have a stroke, that means it's brain damage like Uncle Al has. And luckily, it missed the spot that controls the optic nerve. I have two big black spots in my head. They're afraid that if it gets bigger, Uncle Al's not going to be here. Yeah, you always want to have a second or third pair.
Yeah, I got my pair that I had before the cataracts just put away just in case. I put them on the other day. I can see with them, but not real well.
Right. You need a stronger prescription. Yeah, it's been 2 months ago. So we'll put you, Tibor, in our prayer circles and we'll pray. Folks, don't forget to pray for Winging It with Irish Colleen. She just had major surgery to remove a cyst, a big one. It could be like 45 pounds. I hope she made it. That's Irish Colleen. Winging It with Irish Colleen. She did a whole segment on it, and we haven't heard her back. I sent her a get well card. Yeah, there's one way you get new prescriptions from the Lions Club. Do you have a Lions Club nearby? That's what Vanessa Kitty says. And you're a vet too, so Lions Club should get you
Yeah,
a new.
you should be able to get
See, I'm too small of a town. We
some
don't have a
from the
Lions Club.
PA or even the Lions Club.
Yeah, because they have a vet program for lenses. I'm too far away. I'm in the boonies. I have to drive to Hootersville to see my doctor.
That was happening to my ex-wife, Vanessa, and she gets them every time her eyes changes. She was having to get some really bad shots in there. Am I getting staticky again, Kaylin?
No, she said they have a Lions Club in Des Moines, Iowa. Yeah, you're a big city. If I want to get a cheeseburger, I gotta go to Pixley or Hootersville or what?
Hootersville. That's your kind of place right there, huh?
Yeah,
So with the
that's I'm
strippers,
out. I'm out in the boonies. If I have
you
to go
can't
see
get
it,
to the strippers then?
strippers are either Fresno or Bakersfield,
Oh
and I'm in
man.
the middle of nowhere. We have plenty of cows. I see cows right now outside my window,
All
taking a poop.
right. All right, folks. I think we're gonna end here. And I want to thank everybody for coming by. It's a pretty good time. Remember, I'll be back on Thursday. Thursday will be a topic day.
What's the topic, Will?
I'll have to email it to you. I got
Okay,
too many things going on. I've got to pick one of them.
no problem.
I got
And
papers laying all over the table here.
sounds like me, Will. And folks, make sure you see Will's last night's video on pooping, SHTF on pooping, because we can't say the other word because we get banned. And we can't say pooping. Lots of poop. Poop
Do
up
your
your-
business.
Right.
Do your business in the can.
Okay, I'll catch you guys later. See you, Will,
All
on
right, guys.
Thursday.
Yep. I'll see all you guys on Thursday as well. And thanks for coming by. Been a great time. See ya.